Evening all, it's Louise here with another episode of Straighten Your Crown Tarot. For those who are new, if you want to click on the bottom right hand corner crown icon, that's how you can quickly and easily subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Please don't forget to like, share and comment. For those of you who don't know, all proceeds from this channel go to Help for Homeless Veterans in Yorkshire, a charity that strives to put homeless veterans up, albeit temporarily, so they're not out on the streets, because our government doesn't do that kind of thing. Shame on them. Before I start, just quickly, if you want to get your hands on one of these Rainbow Moonstone, AAA grade Rainbow Moonstone bracelets from Otter Spirit, they have kindly given me 11 of them as giveaways. You just need to follow them on Instagram, comment on their page that you followed them from this channel, comment and subscribe to this channel, and in your comment on this channel you need to put why you think that you would benefit from Rainbow Moonstone bracelet in your life, and I will enter you into a draw, and 11 lucky people will receive one each. These bracelets are valued at £38 each. I was lucky enough to receive 3 different bracelets from Otter Spirit, which is a lovely company out in California. They gave me 3 bracelets. I chose which 3 I wanted, and they asked me to do a video on that. In return for videos that I am putting out about their products, they have given me an affiliate link and discount codes for anybody who wishes to purchase from Otter Spirit. That will be in the description below. And what else? Oh yes, any commission that would arise from anybody purchasing these bracelets, I have donated back to them, because for each bracelet sold, Otter Spirit donate $1 to a charity that helps the sea otters through the Monterey Bay Aquatic Centre, or Monterey Bay Aquarium, I think it is. So I've basically told them to keep any commission that they make, that they would normally send to me, and to donate it to the sea otters. Right. I did yesterday's reading. I told you about the Rainbow Moonstone bracelet, so go and check that out. I told you about, I've been test driving it for a week. I've told you how I have got on with it and what I've noticed about any benefits that I've received from the Rainbow Moonstone. Prior to that, I was road testing the malachite bracelet, which is another one that I chose from the 3 that they asked me to choose. What I get from malachite is a real sense of being down to earth, feet on the ground, grounded, a very good sense of being grounded. Over the last few weeks, my life has been quite stressful, difficult, due to all sorts of things, my own health issues of family members, and although I don't necessarily suffer from anxiety, there's been quite a lot of health anxiety which I've never ever struggled with. And I had this bracelet on for a few days, and I had to have an MRI scan last Sunday, and they're not pleasant. I don't panic when I'm in the polo mint thing. I don't tend to panic. I've been in many, many MRI scans over the years. But through the health anxiety sort of thing, I'm being over medicated on the thyroxine for quite a few months, which is why one of the reasons why I've been absent so much. The side effects of being over medicated from thyroxine are symptoms that look like anxiety, or a very, very high blood pressure, extremely high blood pressure, a very tight feeling in the chest, dizziness, the feeling that uh, basically you feel like you're dying. And while I've been wearing the malachite, I haven't been getting that. But I noticed when I had to take the bracelet off, because malachite is copper based, when I had to take the bracelet off for the MRI scan, these symptoms all came back, all the sort of tight chestedness, the sort of the sweatiness, the shortness of breath, the high blood pressure, the pressure in the chest, the pain in the chest, all came back. And I think I put that down to the properties of malachite, because it is a very grounding stone. This is also AAA grade. It's a very grounding stone. It protects, it's like a very protection. I made some notes because I road tested it, I made notes, and then obviously I've not been around again. But then I started road testing this one. I've put this one on to show you. It's a beautiful specimen of malachite. Look at the different colours in there. They're absolutely beautiful. And the notes I made from my experience is that this bracelet seemed to provide an uncanny level of stress relief. I wasn't quite as worried. My mood was more up than sort of mediocre or down, or the worry wasn't there constantly. The sort of the things you tell, the negative thoughts and all that kind of thing. I didn't have that at all while I was wearing the malachite. And I didn't expect that to happen. I'll be honest, I did not expect that to happen. I just felt like all the anxiety, all the worry, all the health anxiety, the sort of the physical symptoms of anxiety just weren't there. Now, over the last couple of days, that's been coming back. So I'm suspicious that maybe I'm over medicated again. I don't just have a thyroid issue, I have Hashimoto's, high thyroiditis, which means that my thyroid levels are either too low or too high, or they're all right for a little bit and then they go wildly up or wildly down. Now, the wildly down I can cope with because I get really, really fatigued. The wildly up is frightening. And I've put this on today to do the video, and all of a sudden I can feel that wildly up, the blood pressure and all that kind of thing. And within a few minutes I can feel that leveling out. So that's my experience of malachite. I said I'd bring that to you, and I have now. So that's the malachite. Ow, I think I'm going to keep this one on. But the Rainbow Moonstone is the one that I have a further 11 bracelets because of a mistake in distribution from Otter Spirit. And they've told me I can keep all 11 and use them as giveaways. So if you want to be one of those lucky people that will receive one of these bracelets worth £38, one of the 11 that will receive one of these things, head over to Otter Spirit. Follow their page on Instagram. Let them know you followed them from my channel. Be subscribed to my channel and comment in the description, comment in the comment section why you think you would benefit from Rainbow Moonstone. My experience of wearing Rainbow Moonstone is in yesterday's video. And I did say that I would probably carry on wearing the Rainbow Moonstone when I do readings. So that's a little clue for you. Otter Spirit. I don't know. I've been approached so many times from so many different companies, and I've always turned them down. But I actually believe in this company, and just there's an aura about the company that I like. There's an authenticity about them. There's a genuineness about them. So hop over and have a little look at their stuff. They don't just do bracelets; they do necklaces and earrings, and everything that they make is very, very high quality. This is AAA grade. The 11 that I have waiting to send out are also AAA grade. They come in a lovely box with a magnetic clasp. There's a little pouch. The bracelet comes in a moleskin type pouch, and then like the malachite one, you have some blurb on that. It tells you what grade the stones are. The next bracelet that I'm road testing is the turquoise one, and I'll let you know how I get on with that and if I notice anything with the turquoise. Right, that's that over with. This reading is a requested reading, and I can't remember who requested it, so please forgive me because it's a couple of weeks ago now that I noticed someone had requested this. This is a reading about the United Kingdom rally that is coming up on, I believe, the 16th of May. It's organised by Tommy Robinson and co. The last United Kingdom rally, the newspapers reported that there were a few thousand there. Judging by the aerial cameras from helicopters, etc., it looked like there was more, like maybe a couple of million. This one is said to be much bigger. I don't know where it is. I don't know whether it's going to be a march on the street, because I know there were that many people they couldn't get them all in. They were sort of waiting on the periphery and they didn't actually get to the meeting point. I believe you can let me know in the comments. I believe they're actually going to be in a park this time so that they can actually allow everybody who wants to come to take part, because it couldn't happen last time. There were just too many people turned up. Tommy Robinson is doing court at some point over the terrorism charges that he got. The terrorism charges are because he refused to hand over his phone, the PIN number for his phone, because he'd got sensitive contacts in there, and he was charged under the Terrorism Act in order for the police to just seize his phone. I think he's in court. I don't know when that is. I believe that Tommy Robinson is currently in the United States. I don't know whether he's on his way back or whether he's still there, but I know he spent quite some time in the United States spreading his message about the Western world being in peril. So I'm just going to have a look and see if the tarot cards are going to tell us anything about the United Kingdom rally. Now, there's been whispers that maybe that's going to be refused. I don't know whether it has been refused or whether they're going to try and refuse it. I know a couple of people who were due to go to that rally as speakers have been barred from entering the United Kingdom. So I don't know. We're just going to see what the tarot have to say about that, whether this Unite the Kingdom rally is going to be banned or not. So the tarot cards tonight are the Angel Wisdom by Radley Valentine. I find these cards quite distracting, but I was drawn to them tonight. And the Oracle cards are the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Let's just see what's going first. It's the tarot first. It's tarot first. So let's have a look. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The crystal on the oracle cards is sodalite, and the crystal on the tarot cards is labradorite. Let's have a look. Tommy Robinson. What can we expect from Tommy Robinson Unite the Kingdom rally? Is it going to be stopped? Is it going to be stopped? See, we've had the pro-pally rallies every single weekend in London. They've had lots of different marches in London. Maybe the government don't want to be embarrassed again because of the turnout was huge for the last one. I would love to go to one, but I think the day would be just too long for me. I don't think I could cope with it. It would be the travel down to London, which is a couple of hours on a coach, or maybe 3.5 hours on a coach for me, or a couple of hours on a train if the trains are running that day. And then there's the day, and then there's all the travel back. It would be too much for me, but I will be there in spirit. I'll watch it. I'll have to watch it when I'm on my own because I live with my daughter, who's a bit of a Green Party advocate. So rather than get into arguments, I'll do it when I'm on my own. But it'll be interesting to watch. We have the Magician. That's a good card. That's a good card to be out. The Magician is the person who is the master of all the suits, the swords, the cups, the wands, and the pentacles. Have I got these upside down? No, I haven't. So we've got the Magician. So as a first card out, I would say that it's all to play for. I think Tommy Robinson and his crew have got all the they hold all the cards. They hold all the cards. They hold all the suits. They've got the wands for the inspiration and the fire in the belly. They've got the cups, the love of the nation, the intuitive. There's an intuition about Tommy Robinson. I've said it before. Tommy Robinson has the gift. I think he might be slightly clairsentient because he has this knowing about him. I do think Tommy Robinson has the gift. I don't think Tommy Robinson knows he's got the gift, but I think Tommy Robinson definitely has the gift. So he's got the intuition. I don't think he's got the money behind him. I don't think he's particularly secure, but he's got the numbers. He's got his following is growing rapidly. As people, more and more people can see what's happening to the United Kingdom, how we've been sort of left out in the cold, as British people have been left out in the cold, and to our detriment. We're paying for things that we're not seeing any recompense for. And the more that people start to wake up to the fact that we are being left behind on purpose, the bigger the following Tommy Robinson has. Now, he's wanting to unite the kingdom. He's not wanting to divide the kingdom. He's wanting to unite the kingdom. He wants us to be united, put up a united front. You know, we don't We're very powerful together, but we're very weak when we are divided. And there is a lot of division going on. It's orchestrated division. Some of the rules that have been implemented have been to sow division, and then those people who've implemented those rules have then pointed the finger right back at us and said, you're dividing. We can't be divided, when the rules that have been put in place and the laws that have been put in place actively divide us. So Tommy Robinson is showing up first out as the magician. He's got a trick or two up his sleeve. It's almost like he's preempting what the next moves might be from the people who oppose him. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. Now, quite often I see the Ace of Swords as the truth. The truth. It's new truth, or the truth that's newly revealed. When I look at this card, sorry, I get distracted by these cards because of the blurb that's on them. I don't read it, but then sometimes the blurb on them just distracts me. I need to just not look at the writing and just go with my intuition. When you look at this card, this looks like Excalibur, Arthur, King Arthur, the little boy. Everybody's trying to get the sword out of the stone. No one can do it. The strongest men in the world can't do it. And along comes Arthur. Because he's the rightful king, he's able to get the sword out of the stone easily, because only the king can take the sword out of the stone. The legend of King Arthur. There's a butterfly on his shoulder. That's transformation. However, this is in reverse. So this is making me think that there are going to be some major obstacles put in Tommy Robinson's path. There's an obstacle. He's viewed in a very negative. I'm going to put it the right way around so you can see it. Tommy Robinson is viewed in the mainstream media, amongst politicians, very, very negatively. Apart from a few politicians, Ben Habib is brilliant on Tommy Robinson. If you want to know the real deal about Tommy Robinson, you'll listen to what Ben Habib has to say about him, because Ben Habib's got nothing to gain from backing him up and everything to lose. But I think Ben Habib's a very courageous man. But it's in reverse. So there's going to be some obstacles put in his way. There's continually obstacles being put in Tommy Robinson's way. And it's to stop Tommy Robinson gaining momentum. It's almost as if there's a fear that Tommy Robinson might become a very popular politician at some point. He's not interested in being a politician. I think if you were to ask Tommy Robinson what he wanted, he probably just wants everybody to live in peace and just to get on with life and not have all this crap thrown at him. He's got Osman warnings on him. He was in the ISIS magazine. He's got a fatwa on his head. There's constant obstacles. He's got obstacles from the politicians. He's got it from the media. He's got it from the far left. He's got it from the left. He's got it from the right, like conservatives. They all seem to hate him. For some reason, they all seem to hate him. And I think it's because they think he's a threat. Arthur was a threat to those who wanted the throne. Arthur was the rightful king. It's like Tommy Robinson is the rightful king. And everybody and their aunties is trying to stop Tommy getting the sword out of the stone. It's like that. There's an obstacle here because it's in reverse. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles to me is the Apprentice card. It's about starting to plan and take action in order to make something grow. Apprentice, someone who's learning his trade or her trade, so that by the time they've learnt the trade, they're qualified and they can just hit the ground running, and the sort of they've got the qualifications and now they can go off into the world. When it's in reverse, it's like there's no new. Tommy Robinson doesn't need to be an apprentice. He's served his apprenticeship. He's already served his apprenticeship. Already served. But every time he does another module in that apprenticeship, somebody rips it to shreds. Somebody tears it down. Put it the right way around so you can see it. I think he's going to run out of patience. I hope he doesn't, because the minute he runs out of patience, they're going to be all over him like a rash. And then we've got the World, and I'm turning it the right way around so you can see it. The World is sort of the end of a cycle. It can be, we've got this apprentice here. If this was the right way around, we'd have, this is the apprentice, the apprenticeship's been served. That's the end of that cycle. And now you're going to begin the new phase on your journey. He is having obstacles put in his way all times. He's not finished yet. Tommy Robinson hasn't finished yet. The establishment and others are trying to finish him. And that's where he is right now. But although he's got all these obstacles in his path, and although Tommy Robinson is the rightful king, I'm not saying he's the rightful king literally. What I'm saying is Tommy Robinson should rightfully be acknowledged for the work that he's put in. Some of his documentaries are incredible. They're some of the best documentaries I've ever seen. And he does give you an insight into how the establishment mind works, and how the establishment works in order to discredit a person that they don't like. But this page is in reverse. He is rightfully owed. I would say he's rightfully owed acknowledgement. That's what he's rightfully owed. But right now, the pressure is still being applied. But Tommy needs to understand that he has all the tools in his arsenal with this magician. He has mastered all the crafts that he should have mastered. He served his apprenticeship. He knows where the next lot of attack is going to come from. He's aware of the possibilities of where the next attacks are going to come from now. So we've got the Empress in reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. We've got a lot of major cards again. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Now the Empress in the upright it's about abundance. It's about, and everything you've planted has come to fruition. The fruit is ripe. Growing ideas, growing relationships, growing a movement. This Empress is in reverse, stunted, and right. I'm wondering if not as many people are going to turn up this time. Maybe I wonder if people are going to be deciding that after the last Unite the Kingdom rally, particularly the thousands that couldn't even get in because there were too many. I wonder if people are deciding it's not worth the hassle. Going to London from all over the country and Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland or wherever they've come from. It's a long way to go. It's expensive. There's a lot of crime in London. I wonder if lots more people are going to decide not to go. I think this might be a worry of his, that people aren't going to turn up. People are going to turn up. I don't know if there's going to be as many people as last time, though. That's the thing. I don't know. And then we've got the middle card, very important, the High Priestess. This is about, you see, I think Tommy Robinson's going to get some advice about this Unite the Kingdom rally on the 16th of May. I do think he's going to get some advice. I'm not sure if it's going to be good advice. I think the establishment have got a trick up the sleeve, and I think they're going to wait until the day to reveal it. To reveal it. I'm wondering if they are going to try and ban it or disrupt it. This feels very disruptive, particularly as we've got the Queen of Wands here as well. But the Queen of Wands is also determined, a person of action, very, very intuitive. Tommy Robinson's very, very intuitive, but this feels like dogged determination. See this black cat? That's intuition. Now I know Tommy Robinson isn't female. The human beings depicted in the cards aren't necessarily male or female. It's just a drawing. So this ties in very much with the magician. I said from the beginning, he's got all the tools in his arsenal. He has mastered the craft. He's already gained his apprenticeship. He has learnt through his own mistakes. He's learnt through his own experience that, and that's because of and that's why he is where he is right now. I think he's got some backing. I think he's got some very important backers, but he's already there. But in the middle of this sort of swamp, if you like, is a huge amount of attempts at sabotage. But I really don't, with that magician and the Queen of Wands, I don't think this sabotage is going to succeed. It doesn't matter whether as many people turn up or not. Thousands of people are going to turn up on May the 16th. There's going to be a lot of attempts to sabotage that. But there's this dogged determination and this experience. It's like he can preempt what's coming next and block it. He's playing spiritual chess with his opponents. Only his opponents think he's stupid. And they don't think he's stupid. They don't think he's stupid. but they are scared stiff of his power. Tommy Robinson is a very powerful individual, and the establishment and others are very scared of that power. And he knows it. He knows this. And that can be quite dangerous for Tommy Robinson. That could end up being dangerous for him. Let's have another row. Got two. We've got the Emperor in reverse. Is that in reverse? It's not two, is it? Where's the other one? Oh, is that in reverse? Surely everything's not flying out in reverse. No, it's not. It's not in reverse. Let me have a think about that. We've got the Empress in reverse, and we've got the Emperor in the upright on top of that. We've got the wheel. Ooh. The Emperor is a warrior. He's a strategist. He's the sort of person, he's got a fire in his belly. There's a lot of fire in this, and I believe Tommy Robinson is a fire sign. I think he's a Sagittarian. I think he's the adventurer. I think he's a Sagittarius. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know for sure. But the Emperor is a strategist. He's one of those military type strategists. He's got a militaristic type of brain. He's really good at organizing everything in its place. Everything has a place and everything in its place. He knows the details of everything, and he has to know the details of everything because he's got to have his back watched, and he's got to watch his own back and the back of his family constantly, and his friends. Tommy is showing up as the magician, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, and I would go as far as to say as the High Priestess as well, because while the establishment have got a surprise up the sleeve, Tommy Robinson's got one as well. What does that mean? This rally, I think there are going to be some people who are going to infiltrate this rally and show off and cause trouble to discredit Tommy Robinson at this Unite the Kingdom rally. And I think that Tommy Robinson has got that one covered to a degree. But then he has the wheel of fate, the wheel of fortune. And the wheel is also sort of, you pay money, you take your choice. This one, if you look, it's got all the major arcanas around the edge of this wheel. Why am I drawn to that? And then there's the world in the middle. It's almost like Tommy Robinson started out as the fool, and he's worked his way around all the major arcana, and he's come to the end. He's done his apprenticeship. He knows the strategy. He has determination to carry on. He's a strategist. He's got precision in his planning. It's like, right, okay, you're equipped now. Off you go. Spin the wheel. And on May the 16th, what will be, will be. I think May the 16th is going to be a real success for Tommy Robinson. I'm wondering if there's people behind him who are very, very influential. And I am not talking about Elon Musk here. I know Elon Musk's paid for some of his court lawyer fees and all that. I'm not talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about high up politicians. I mean, and I don't mean Ben Habib is not a high up politician. I mean, there are people in very high places, higher than Keir Starmer. There are higher than the civil service, higher than our government. There are people in very, very, very high up places who are very impressed by Tommy Robinson. It's almost like he's got a shield, an invisible shield. I feel this invisible shield around him, protection. No matter what, they're gonna throw stuff at him. Don't get me wrong; they are gonna. They're gonna try. They're gonna keep trying. But I do feel like it's going in the end, it's going to be a futile exercise. What's the potential outcome, please, for the May the 16th Unite the Kingdom rally? We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very, very fast paced. Swords are about the mind. It's about the decisions made. It's probably going to have to make some very quick decisions. I think they're going to try and move this rally at the last minute. And Tommy is really quick-witted, and I think he's already preempted that change. I really do. This is him charging off. Yeah. But as the sword is about the intellect, the mind. There's a lot of fire in this, but there are also swords. There's a sword here. There's a sword on the Emperor. There's a sword on the magician. There's a staff with a Queen of Wands, and there's a sword on the Knight of Swords. It's almost like, what can I say? It does feel like some last minute changes that it's going to take some very quick wittedness on the part of Tommy Robinson and the people behind him to overcome this. I don't think there's going to be as many people at this one than was at the last one. I may well be wrong. But I do think that there is going to be an attempt to sabotage it from within and without. I think there's going to be some bad actors within that march that they've been planted. There's going to be some plants in that march they're going to be paid to kick off, to discredit him. But I think he's already got that one covered. I don't think you have to worry about Tommy Robinson's Unite the Kingdom march. What will be, will be. Whatever kicks off. But it looks like in the end, whatever happens in the end, I think he's got some very influential support, and I think regardless of the threats to his security and his family's security, the threats to his freedom and his family's freedom, I do think that he's going to come up smelling the roses. I really do. So let's have an Ancient Stones Oracle. This is for the Unite the Kingdom March 2026. Please can I have an Ancient Stones Oracle for the Unite the Kingdom March 2026. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. have a look. Here we go. Not had these out for ages. In fact, I can't remember the last time I had these ones out. Oh, we've got a flipper. We've got obstacle. What did I say? There's going to be obstacles, but find another road, flexibility and change. He's flexible. I think he's already worked that out. Is it a number? Oh, I don't know if it's a number. Hang on. Obstacle. Do you know I can't see any of this? Can't see any of this writing. Where are we? Obstacle. Bear with me while I find. I can hardly read this print. Obstacle. 106. 10. You're going to have to bear with me. I might have to go and stand near the window. Obstacle. There's nothing subtle about stone. Stone? If a large one appears upon your path, it can block your way forward. You can try all you like, but attempting to move something that will not budge is probably a waste of your energy. You're better off admitting defeat. When obstacles appear on our path, it's easy to feel frustrated and stubbornly try to push on through. However, sometimes obstacles occur in order to show us another way. The alternate route may feel like a detour, but if you're able to zoom out of your life and gain a greater perspective, you may find that what you thought was an obstacle was actually a blessing all along. The obstacle card is an invitation to pay attention to where there's ease and where you're trying to stubbornly cling, push and force. If you trust the seasons of your life and let life move you, you'll not only find more flow and ease along your journey, but more joy and fun too. I've said, right, I do think that they're going to put obstacles in his path. I've said it before that even came up. I think they're going to try and move it at the last minute. I think they're going to try and ban it. I think they're going to try all sorts to unsettle him. I don't think it's going to move him this time. I think they're hoping that Tommy Robinson is still a young, hot-headed male, and he isn't. He's gained his apprenticeship. He's become a tactician, a strategic man. And I think if whatever obstacle there is, I think Tommy Robinson is going to climb right over the top of it. He's going to plough right through it, over the top of it, go around it, but he's going to find his way through. I think Unite the Kingdom rally is going to be an excellent day. I think the people are going to have to watch out for, infiltrators, paid infiltrators. I think the media are going to make a big meal of it, and try and pin it all on Tommy Robinson. But I don't think anybody who supports Tommy Robinson is going to see that any other way than what it already is. Just an attempt to discredit him. Right, I'm off, and I will see you all soon. It won't be tomorrow, and I probably will not be in the live chat tonight. I'm really tired. I'm going. I'll speak to you soon. Take care, everyone. Ta-ra!